بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Sorry about late. So we start again with fiqh lesson from the book الإقناع في حل ألفاظ أبي شجاع في الفقه الشافعي. And as we explained before, we are not following a specific madhab, but we explaining the rule, and then we explain this is a major opinion or a minor opinion. Quickly, before we start the new chapter of this book, I would like to make sure that you're still understanding the tayammum and the way of doing tayammum. Just I will give you a sentence and you mention it's correct or incorrect, okay? Tayammum can be done by dust only. Only. No. According to Madhab al-Shafi'i, they specify the dust only or the dirts only, but the majority or the major opinion, anything on the front of the ground, you can use it. Sand, for example, you can use it. Any kind of mud, you can use it. All that you can do for tayammum. طيب. Second sentence. For tayammum, it has to be done for every single prayer. Means that you cannot pray two salah with one tayammum. Is that correct? False. Also, the Madhab al-Shafi'i said it has to be only one tayammum for single salah, and then if you want to pray more, you have to do another tayammum. But the correct opinion or the major that since you have tayammum, you can pray whatever you like, since you not break your wudu. Also, in case of someone have a broken arm and he have a bandage on this arm, how can he make a wudu in this case, and the water may be dangerous for him? If any tayammum, only tayammum, or he can just do a normal wudu, and when he come to the arm, he can wipe, and then for precaution, he have to make steps of tayammum. How can we do tayammum? How many times? This is one, the majority of major opinion, but as we mentioned, it can make it twice. What's the first strike? When you strike the land, then you blow, if you want, optional. And then what you should do then next? Right hand first, face once, and then you can strike another one for your hand up to the wrist or up to the elbow. But the major opinion of the rajih up to the wrist. Excellent. We are now know the tayammum. So let us quickly start the new chapter, which is very important because everyone deal with this. I need to know, how can I clean myself? How can I clean the place I live in? How can I clean my clothes? How can I clean the place I want to pray? So today we're talking about how can we remove the najasa, the impurity from the places. And what is the najasa? Najasa means impurity. Anyone can give me example about the impurities that you have to clean it before you pray? Urine? Stools?
Dog saliva.
Dog saliva? La, this is wind. By the way, wind is not impure. The wind is clean because you are not required to do istinja after wind, because wind is clean. It's a pure. What else? Blood, in some opinion, you have to clean. Vomiting, wallahi, there is no agreement about the impurity of the vomiting. So as you can see, I can give you a general rule and then you understand that. Any secretion or any liquid comes from your private, the front or the back, this is more likely impurity, you have to clean it. Understand? Any kind. So let us start first by the urine, the bowl. We have the urine of the human, the urine of the baby, Human means the adult or the one who already finished the breastfeeding, and then the urine of the baby, boy and girls, and the urine of the animal which can eat it or animal we cannot eat it. خلاص, this is the urine type. First, what about the urine of the human? Any human urine. If you, during your toilet, some urine came to your clothes, is this urine is pure or impure? Impure. So it means that you have to clean it. So what is the dalil of that? What is the evidence of that? Prophet Muhammad went through a grave, and this is a miracle from Prophet Muhammad that he can hear what happened inside the grave. And then he said to the Sahaba, in these graves there are two people, they are punished in something, it seems to be for the most of the people something small, but it's the greed. The first one, he spread this dispute between the people, and he spreads the talk to make dispute between the people. It's called namima. And the second one, كان لا يتنزه من البول. He didn't care about himself from the urine. We have here two narration. First one said he don't care about the urine general, and the second narration, he don't care about his urine. So if that makes sense or make difference, if the narration said he don't care about the urine, he don't care about his urine, what does it mean? What's the difference between that?
It could be obviously the second one, his personal from droplets.
Yes.
But the first one could be
any urine.
Any
urine. So if you accept the first narration, that means that any urine, it will be najis. Urine of the animal you can eat. Urine of the animal you cannot eat. Urine of any human, urine of the baby, urine of anything. If you go with this narration, if any urines come to your clothes, you have to clean it. Type. If you go with the second narration, he don't care about his urine. That means that only the human urine. That means that if you are in a farm and there is a sheep and it urinates in your, is this urine is clean or impure? Impure. What is the dalil?
The second one.
The second one? No, the first one.
The first one, yeah, he don't care about urine.
Urine, any urine. Type. If you didn't accept the first narration and said only his urine, in this case you have to think about the urine of the other than human. So, which is according to Madhab al-Shafi'i, he accepts the first narration by saying any urine, any kind of urine, the animals, the humans, the baby, any kind of urine is a najis, you have to clean it. But the rajih or the major opinion, we have to explain in details. You have to explain in details means that if you talk about the animal you can eat. Who can tell me example about the animal we can eat it? Cow, camel, chicken, goat, fish. But sheep have urine? Maybe, I don't know. Even urine you don't feel it because it's in the water. So animal, any cow, camel, horse, because we can eat horse. But donkey, no. Donkey, domestic donkey, no. So in this case, bird, you can, but crow, not.
What about eagle?
No, because you cannot eat eagle or falcon or crow. You cannot eat those. Yes, you can. Delicious. We have traditional food in our country. They fill it with the rice and roasted. Okay, so now understand now, according the rajih, the major, the animals that you can eat, its urine and its stool is tahir, pure. What is the dalil? The dalil, in the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a group of people came to Medina from a tribe called Urayna. they called al-Uraniyun. What they did, these people? They pretend they are Muslim. And then they stayed in the Medina. On this time, the Medina weather is not healthy enough. And they didn't able to which is healthy, treat this kind of disease. If the urine of the camel is impurity, in this case, how can you drink it? So this indicates that the urine of the animals that you can eat, it is clean. One more dalil. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to pray, sometimes used to pray in a resting place of the goat and the sheep. Well, the place they're sitting. And obviously they should have some urine, some stools in this place. However, he didn't mention you have to clean it. So that means any animal you can eat it, the urine and the stools is pure, no need to clean your place. Otherwise, unless you just need to clean it just for cleaning, not to purify itself.
I've heard some of the Sahabi was in the desert and there was no water and they tried to be alive. They drink the sheep's urine.
I'm not sure, but it is
I've heard.
Allahu A'lam. But anyway, the urine of any animal that you can eat, it is clean. طيب. What about after urine? What other najasa you have? Stools of obviously any stools of the human, it is impure. So what about the urine of the baby? It is very important, especially if you have young baby.
Before breastfeeding, before eating.
Before eating, during the breastfeeding, if it's a boy and it urinate on your clothes, just spray the water, no need to clean. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he was sitting and they give him a young boy, he still breastfeed. And then he urinate on his clothes. And then just he spray the water on no need to wash. But he explains that for the girls, different. It has to be cleaned, washed. So the boy urine is light najasa. The girl's urine is a heavy najasa. Understand? So this is the way that you can treat the urine. Like after the
science has established it is what's it called, sterile.
Okay. Wallahi, we practice that because of the sunnah. Yeah. Even the science comes and said such and such. We do that before. Yes, طيب. Then the saliva of the animal. We have saliva of any animal other than dog, it is clean. So cat, no, big, wait. Big we have to explain in details. Actually, any saliva except the dog and pig is clean. For the dog especially, if the dog drink from a vessel of water or a utensil of water, you have to wash it how many times? 7. We have, yes, I will explain this in details. So this 7, we have different narration mention how you do it. First one is from Muhammad ibn Sirin, the Tabi'i. He mentioned that make it 7, first of them by dust. And also he mentioned in one narration, one of them is a dust. What's the difference? The first one start with the dust. Second narration doesn't matter, first or the second, once a dust. And another narration by another Sahabi, his name Abdullah ibn Mughaffal, he said, وَعَفِّرُوهُنَّ الثَّامِنَةَ بِالتُّرَابِ. And then after you finish 7, make the 8th with the dust. That means that you wash 7, and after you wash 7, add one more with dust. Right. The majority of narration didn't mention the dust. It's only washing 7 times. So it is not compulsory to have dust in cleaning the saliva of the dog. You have to wash it 7 times with, but any means, water, detergents with water, no necessity to be dust. But as I said, the one narration or 3 narration actually mentions the dust. If you want to clean it, one of them is dust, it's okay. The first one of dust, it's okay. Then 7 with water and the last one with dust, it's okay as well. 7 all with water, it's okay. طيب, what about the big? Al-Khanzir. Actually, we don't have any dalil specify you have to clean it 7 times. So normal cleaning. Normal cleaning, like however Shafi'i madhab said, it is similar to dog, so we have to clean it 7. So, but there is no dalil actually. طيب. طيب, you have to know that the najasa are 2 types. The najasa which is apparently is not najasa, it's not a najis, but it become najis. Like for example, your clothes is clean, but it is some urine came on this clothes, so it becomes dirty. So initially it's clean, but currently it's dirty. So you just need to wash it. But urine, whatever you do in the urine, it is unclean. It is initially unclean or initially impure. طيب. What about the blood? Finish the urine. Now talking about the blood. The blood, the agreement between the scholars that the flowing blood, the blood comes in excess amount, it is najis, no doubt. The only dispute about the if little blood, if you injured, small injury, and or even your teeth, it is gums, it's bleeding, and while you're playing, it's najis or not. This is a difference. Imam Shafi'i madhab said little najasa of blood acceptable. If there are little najasa, and they said just if you have equal like a dirham size from najasa, it is also accepted. So, but anyway, the blood itself is not no agreement is a najis or not. The agreement about the flowing blood. طيب. What about the blood of the dog?
I thought everything on dog.
You have to be careful.
I thought.
Yes, it is have a qiyas like it's the saliva of the dog. طيب, what about the blood of the mosquito? Blood of the fly? Blood of the cockroaches? Yes. What about this? If it has blood, actually, do you think?
I don't think so.
It does not have blood, huh? So for example, no. It is ma'fu anhu. It is يعني nothing on it. So what about the blood of the fish? If you
I thought everything from sea is clean.
Yes. طيب, what about the blood which comes with some meat? When you buy the meat, you can have some bloods in between the. This also okay. So only the blood, if flowing blood, if you injured and there are a lot of blood comes, this gets najasa, you have to clean it. طيب, what about the dog? We explained that the dog is saliva mainly najis. طيب, if you use a trained dog for hunting and you send the dog to hunt for you, and of course he will catch the animal by his teeth and saliva, and then you can eat it or not? What do you think? You have to wash it 7 times?
You have to wash it.
What do you what is your dalil? What is your evidence?
I've never heard of it.
I think the dog, your teeth has some sort of najasa.
Yes, it has the saliva, najasa.
You have to use, dirt.
Yeah, we just mentioned that 7 times. That means that if you send the trained dog to hunt for you, and then he catch the animal and came, you should clean this animal or you can eat it. Okay. Is it najis or not najis? It's najis or not? It's very tricky. It's very tricky. Okay. Here, since Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Allah Azza wa Jal said in Surah Al-Ma'idah about the trained dog, it's lawful to eat even without slaughter. So if you send the dog and he kills the animal, once you say Bismillah, go. And he catch it, whatever he did with the animal, it is halal to eat it. No need to slaughter. Khalas.
So the dog is our
Yeah. Yes. So that means that the trained dog have an exceptional rule. Even the dog, but because he has knowledge, he trained, this is the importance of the knowledge. It converts the najasa to tahara, converts the dog najasa to trained one to from najasa to tahara. So if you have trained dog for hunting, and he catch some animal for you, no need to slaughter. Since you say Bismillah, no need to wash it. But the problem, if one of your friends have another dog, and you say Bismillah, and he didn't say Bismillah, and both of them went to catch the dog, and you don't know which dog hunt the animal. In this case, you have to stay away because there is a doubt, because your friend didn't say Bismillah. And it's compulsory, before you send your dog, say Bismillah. Otherwise, it will be maita, it will be dead animal. In this case, you don't know, so leave it, don't eat it. طيب. Now we explain the urine. Urine of the human, najis. Urine of the animal, two types. Animal you can eat, and animal you cannot eat. The rajih, any animal you can eat, the urine is pure. Any animal or any bird you can eat. The animal which it's haram to eat, it is najis. Especially the dog and the khinzir, the pig, which is have to clean it qiyasan to the saliva, similar to the saliva 7 times. طيب. The blood, we explain the blood. The blood is the flowing blood is a najis. But if little amount of blood, it's not najis. But what about the pus? Pus, it comes when you have injury, like pus, yeah. What about?
Well, secretion from your body.
Yes, but it's najis or pure? Najis, type.
Yes.
What about if you have an abscess and you break it and squeezes and something comes? Is najis or not? Najis? Are you sure? طيب. Abdullah ibn Umar, he has an abscess and he squeezed it and he wiped his hand and prayed without wudu.
purposely do this, even your wudu will not.
Mention that a little amount of such najasa, it is permissible. No need to clean, no need to have a wudu. So the pus and the abscess secretions is not a najis, and you can no need for clean that. طيب, what about the what else we mention? We mentioned the fly, the mosquito.
Animal,
So mosquito is not najis.
No, and also fly as well. Maita, the dead animal. Dead animal is najis. So you have to clean your place. If there is a dead animal, touch your clothes. You have to clean it. Except 2 things. Who knows the 2 things? No, the thing is clean. See, all the marine animal and the locust.
Yes. Bugs, yeah.
Yeah, it's both of them. Living in sea or not? Khalas, don't ask.
They will eat crops and they will decimate.
Don't ask. طيب, what about the dead person? The deceased person is najis or not? Najis, sure.
No, it cannot be. Wudu,
Muslim always tahir in his life and his death. Even the kafir is not najis. So when you shake your hand with a non-Muslim male, not female of course, it is no need to wash your hand. No need to wash your hand. He's not a najis, actually. So all the human being is a tahir. Allah يعني give the honor to the human being. So this najasa is najasat al-i'tiqad, the najasa of their belief.
People, if they are drunk,
If he shake his hand with you, it's not najis. And what about khamr? How can you clean the place from khamr? Is khamr najis, by the way? Khamr or the alcohol najis?
Put in the skin.
Depends. Look, the khamr, the majority of the scholar said it is najis. The minority said it is pure, but although it's minority, the evidence very strong.
Can you turn khamr into vinegar?
That's what
I'm explaining now, inshallah.
Asim Hakim mentioned.
طيب. Khamr itself, there are two opinions. The first opinion is najis. That means that if you have khamr on your clothes, you have to clean it. And the dalil, the verse of Surah Al-Ma'idah, إنما الخمر والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس, means impure. Khamr, gambling. Ansab, something like doing what's called to determine the luck or something like that.
Like astrology or whatever.
Ansab, no.
Is that needles or something?
Ansab is like idols or statues. Well, Azlam, they have to bring some arrows and check which side I should go or not go. This all kind of like 14, what's called? Fortune teller. Yeah, something like that. Yes, this is rijs, and the khanzir as well. The meat of the khanzir is rijs. Rijs means it is impure. But the scholar said the impurity here is not a physical one. It is non-physical one. And the dalil that when the Sahaba was heard the verse of prohibition of the khamr, they throw it everywhere. It is run all over the street of the Medina like a rivers. If it is impure, so it will make the street dirty. So because of that, the minority evidence is strong. طيب, what about alcoholic perfume or hand sanitizer which have alcohol? If it najis, impure or pure? What is the dalil? طيب, okay, we just mentioned that the khamr, it is the majority mention it is impure. So any khamr will be impure. You have to clean the place if you go with the majority. طيب, but if this perfume, if these alcoholic perfumes and what's called the hand sanitizer, it is khamr or not khamr? What is the definitions of khamr? Who can tell me the definition of khamr?
Is it unnaturally fermented?
No. What is produce? What does it produce? What is affect? How is affect? It is, yes, intoxicant. Yes. So when you drink, if someone drink alcoholic fragrance, what happened to him? He will be drunk.
Alcoholic fragrance.
Are you sure? He will be die. It's a toxic. So it's not khamr. This is the criteria. If the drink intoxicate your brain, it will be khamr. So it will be najis. But if it is not, and you have a toxic effect from it, so in this case it is not khamr, it is not najis. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when the Sahaba went to Al-Yaman and they asked him, we saw there a drink. It's called al-bata'. Al-bata', they bring the honey and mix it with water and kept for a few days and then the drinking. And then Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, كل شراب مسكر خمر. Every drink intoxicate your brain is خمر. So if you drink this. طيب حاضر. طب كيف تدو أذان يلا. أذان عاصم يلا. يلا مايك فيه.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
So the khamr, the majority of scholars said it is najis, it's impure. But the minority mentioned it is najasa, it is non-physical najasa, which is a major opinion, to be honest. And also the alcoholic fragrance, it is pure, it's not najis. Also, what about the vinegar, the khal?
If it's naturally
Yes.
fermented, okay?
Chemically, the vinegar, comes from alcohol by oxidation. And Prophet Muhammad ﷺ in his time, then often inherited khamr for the parents. It is only wealth that left it by the parents. And the Sahaba asked Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, shall we convert it into vinegar and sell it for these orphans? And then Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, no, it's prohibited. That means that if the vinegar you initiate the fermentation of the alcohol to vinegar, in this case it will be haram. But if it's naturally fermented, it will be permissible to eat the khal or the vinegar. And when you go to buy from the shop, there is some brand called natural fermented. This is more safe to buy it. However, if you go with another opinion, the scholar said there is no direct evidence saying that it has to be converted by itself, but just for precaution, just when you want to buy vinegar, it has to be naturally fermented, not initiated by the human to be fermented. So, yeah.
Most of our brains are naturally fermented.
Yes.
However, there's some, they will not say anything. But the ones that are will say naturally fermented, will have a sticker on there and say.
Yes, more safer.
Most of them are.
Yes. Yes. So just to finish, inshallah, we have what we mentioned. We explained tonight all the najasa that you have cleaned yourself from it. So any liquid comes from your private, the front and the back is a najis, except the semen of the male. Any other liquid, it will be najis. Like madhi, urine, feces, this is najis. And then we explain the najasa of the saliva. Explain all the animal saliva is tahir except the dog, and in similarity to the dog is the khanzir, or the pig. And how can you clean the dog if it is drink from the utensil 7 times? Not necessary to be one of them dust, as we explained. 7 times with water is enough, as the hadith mentioned, but just to make sure, to make more precaution, add one more as a dust. Then we explain also about the najasa of what's the next? The blood. And we explain that there is agreement between the scholar about the flowing blood, الدم المسفوح. It is najis. You have to clean your clothes if there is a dam مسفوح. But few amount of blood, little blood, معفو عنه. It is يعني permissible. And the Imam Shafi'i said it's just equal to the size of the dirham. It is enough, يعني permissible. Then we explain what else najis, the urine. We explain that all the human urine is najis. And the boys' urine who still in breastfeeding period, it is a light najasa. Just spray water if you urinate on your clothes. But for the girls, you have to clean it. And we explain the urine of the animal you can eat, like cow, goat, sheep. It is tahir. It is not a najis. But any other animal, it is najis. And we explain the saliva of the trained dog is a tahir or najis. If you have a trained dog and you send the dog to hunt and he catch the animal with his saliva, you have to liquid is tahir. Not tahir, it is ma'fu annu, to be precise, as Abdullah ibn Umar, before he prayed, he has an abscess and he squeezed it and he didn't wash it and prayed without any cleaning. So what else we mentioned tonight? Yes, khalas. The mosquito and blood of the fly, it is nothing, inshallah. طيب, جزاكم الله خيرا. See you tomorrow, inshallah, in 40 hours hadith, inshallah.